Good morning, people. I'm back. It's like the proverbial bad penny. Here she is again. Okay, let's have a look at what we've got happening here. Capricorn. Whoa. Capricorn, I've dropped you on your face. It doesn't mean a thing, darling, honestly. For Capricorn, it's about planning a financial statement, a financial moving forward, having a look at how you can make things really work for you, as in really work. And oh, sometimes to make something work, we've got to step back from other things that we feel are important. And yes, they are all equally important and equally have their place. However, at this time, Capricorn, it's about taking care of business. It's about having a look at what really works for you and what is actually working against you. Sometimes we've all get to the point where we can be our own worst enemies, and it's like in the fine detailing that gets things done. But at this stage, it's about getting down to business, doing what is necessary, and making the big choices to get your whole financial situation on a movable, workable way. Okie dokie. Now let's have a look at the Aquarians. Bless their cotton socks. Whoa! Aquarians should be dancing and celebrating and feeling good. This is about putting it all out there and then celebrating. Celebrating everything you can. Celebrating the fact that, yeah, you're alive and fine and dandy and that the world's working for you. Isn't this a fantastic time for you guys? It's about the sacredness of being family. It's about the whole female energy. It's about linking with the girls around you, whether they're girls of family, friendship, work. It's about getting together and doing this whole celebration thing. And what I find is so fascinating now, the guys are getting in on this. It's no longer purely females who get together to chat, to talk things over. Men are now discovering that it's okay to have this sensitive, gentle side to them. And this is what now is all about. It's about putting that all out there. It's about moving with that. It's about working with that. But it's also about celebration. It's about good news and good things happening. Now, Aries. Whoa. Aries, it's like hang on, I've dropped a card. Let me just pick them up. I'll be 2.5 seconds. Whoops, a little bit more. She's gathered them. She's a warrior, I tell ya. Aries, it's really about home. It's about family, but it's about family celebrations. It's also about reunions. It's about seeing people you haven't seen in a long time. It's about finding parts of yourself you haven't seen in a long time. And, we hide parts of ourselves, we chop it off. This is about celebrating all that we are, all that we can be, all that we will be. Everything that's there waiting to happen. This is a good time for you guys. It's about do it because you can. Not because you have to, and don't put it off because what if nothing. It's like let this happen, let this whole thing come together. But it's about take time out to have some fun and to strut your stuff and go, hey, look at me, look, aren't I great, what can I do? Okay? Pisceans, whoa, you are making a bit heavy weather for yourself. This is sometimes, you've got to step back from other people's stuff. Yes, we get involved when people connected to us are not happy, when they're not well, when things aren't going how they should in their lives. However, this is a time to understand boundaries. It's their stuff, it's their pain, it's their path. It's not yours. All you can do is support people on their way. It doesn't mean you don't feel compassion. It means you don't get tied up in it. Because sometimes when we get tied up in people's stuff, we make it harder for them. Yes, everyone understands how we feel when someone close to us is really, really ill. But hey, do what you can to help yourself and to help that person. Don't get caught up in the problem. Once you get caught up in a problem, you're stuck. You don't work on, or you don't see a solution. It's like, forget the problem, have a look at what it is you can do to make either their life easier, to make your life easier. What can you do? This is a time for action, not a bit sit back and go, oh, you poor thing. It ain't solving nothing. In fact, it's making the person feel worse. You know, think about it. You've got some really bad news and you're really ill. Someone comes over and goes, oh, you poor love, I feel so sorry for you. Or someone comes over and goes, hey, look here, I just made you this cake and here's your dinner and we're going to see a movie tomorrow. I mean, take your pick. Which would you prefer? I know where I'd be. So it's like, get out there and strut it. Be good to yourself and be good to others. Taurus. Taurus, it's about slowing down. Now, slowing down doesn't mean dump everything. It means prioritize. It means have a look at what is really important. Have a look at where you're putting your energies. Have a look at where you're losing your energy. Have a look at where, situations where you're putting heaps and heaps in and it's just running away. It's water off a duck's back. Sometimes, it's like you've got to do what you've got to do. There's no doubt about it. However, what you also have to do is look out for yourself along the way. If something isn't working, no matter how much you're putting into it, then you need to review the situation, either stop doing it or find another way. And if someone is draining your energy and you're giving and giving and giving and they're taking and taking and taking, have a look at it, hon. Revisit it. See where things can be changed. You cannot do all things at one time, and you cannot be all things for all people. You've just got to be who you are. Gemini. Let's see what these guys are up to. Sometimes we've all got to deal with death. Death of an idea, death of a situation, death of a love, death of a loved one, death of a beloved friend. It's about dealing with death. It's about dealing with things ending. But it's about seeing that in endings there is light. In endings there is new beginning. In ending there can be joy. And it's very, very difficult if someone you love has passed to see the joy. But if you celebrate the joy that was them, celebrate all the joy, all the fun, all the good things they did in their life, it brings it into some kind of a balance. What if you've lost your job? How can that look like a celebration? Yeah, well, the next job coming along could be a celebration, could be so much more. And what if you've lost the love of your life and you're out there thinking, oh my God, what just happened? Celebrate what was. You know the old saying, it's better to have loved and lost? Well, it's all pure crap. When you're feeling like hell, you don't want to hear that. What you want to do is celebrate who and what you are. Because one door closes does not mean another one open. And it doesn't mean you don't celebrate the joy of everything you are. Okay? But also this is a time of learning to deal with endings. Learning to release grief, to release anger, to release the pain, to work through it. Saying I let it go, I release isn't going to help at all. It's about working through it. It's about doing the crying. It's about doing the screaming. It's about doing the shouting. Getting it out of your system so you can move on to joy. Okay, let's have a look at the Cancerians. Whoa, watch your back, Cancerian. Whoa. Sometimes we're our own worst enemies. It's us who puts these pins in our back. It's us who slows down our process. And it's like, whoa, look what you're doing. But also, understand you got yourself to this place. So you're in a space now of reviewing. Aha. Two came together. You're in a situation of reviewing family situations. This is family of the blood, family of the heart, but it's about reviewing the situations and coming to terms with what brought it to where it is right now. It didn't do it alone. There was input here, and this input is connected to you, but it's also connected to others. It's about seeing what you did to get you here. It's about understanding your words, your actions, that are those little knives in the back of the situation. Now, once you understand what they are and how they got there, then you can, turn around and look at removing them. Once you start working with something, then there's result, then there's action, then there's forward moving. It's when you're working that nothing happens. This is no time for a tug of war. This is a time for fixing things, for going, okay, my responsibility, let's just get on with it, okay? But it's also about watching your back. Don't let others take advantage of you, and if somebody's literally stabbing you in the back, confrontation time. Go for it. Leo, whoa. Yeah, things are changing at the speed of light, and everything feels like it's on overload, but don't take the bit in your teeth and run like a mule here. This is no time for charging in. You don't know the whole story. There are things in the background here that you're missing because you're going shush so fast through everything. You've come to jumping to conclusions. Everything's like meh, 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 meh. But what you're doing is you're not seeing the side bits. You're not seeing what's happening along the way. It's like slow down, have a really good look, listen to what is really being said. And sometimes what you hear is not what this mouth means. If you hear something and you went, that's a bit rough, ask. You're never going to know if you're making a decision on someone's statement if that's exactly how it was meant. And understand you're a little bit raw around the edges at the moment and a little bit highly strung, so things can be a tad unbalanced. Okay? Slow down. Chill. Virgos. You don't have to stand above everything else and do everything for yourself. This is about learning that you can reach out and ask for help. It's okay. It's learning that you don't have to do everything. It's learning that you can share. It's learning the benefits of sharing. And it's about, by learning and sharing and caring, you don't give anything away. Putting yourself on a pedestal or locking yourself away is not a good thing, because the only one who suffers is you. This is about joining in. It's about stepping back into the reality of a situation. But it's also about being able to ask for help. It's about being able to share. But it's also about being able to understand that right now you could have a tendency to be your own worst enemy. It's about be good to yourself. Don't isolate. Okay, Librans. There's a lot of change coming around, Libran, but there's only one thing to do, and that's take control. It's like you've got everything in front of you, your future spread out there. You've just got to jump in and go, I can do this. And a bit more than I can, I will. This is about, yes, I can. You've got everything in front of you, but it's now to put actions. Itching all over the place today. It's now to put action in there. Do you know what? You can have all the qualifications, all the information, everything in the world. You can have a row of certificates sitting on your wall, but they're no good unless you put action in there. And you're at the stage now where you've got all this stuff lined up. Look at the abilities you've got, check it all out. You've got the tools to do what you want to do. Time for action, hun. Look, if you can get this action happening, and it only means one step at a time, hello, look out, here we come. Things move forward, they're fantastic. This is great opportunity time. Don't let it go through your fingers. Get out there and make things happen. Make it work for you. Let's see where our Scorpios are. Scorpio is about decision, choice. It's about seeing where you fit, what is the strongest position for you. You know, sometimes the strongest position for us puts other people out. You have to deal with emotion overload sometime, hun. It's about deciding what you really want. It's deciding which is the strongest place for you to be. It's deciding where your happiness lay. You know, it's also about balancing emotional stuff. And it's about seeing with clarity where is the best future position for you. Yes, there are clouds around all things. Yes, there are concerns around all things. But there's also clear skies around all things. It's a matter of choice now. You know, you have to do what your heart tells you. Sometimes your head just gets in the way. If you go with the heart and listen to the heart, the head will find a way. Understand that. What the heart wants, the head will find a way. If you look at the heart and the heart's desire as a very spoiled little child, and the head as that overgiving parent, with a spoiled child, the parent will always find a way. Your heart is your spoiled child. Your head is your parent. It will always find a way. So work on your heart's desire. Okie dokie. Last but never least, Goddess bless their little hearts, souls and cotton socks. We have Sag. Okay, so you've been through a rough time. Things have been a bit bumpy. But you've reached out and you're grasping a newer way. You're looking at a newer direction. You're holding out your hand through the darkness, and there are new things coming here. There's a lot of new beginnings around you. Some of these have been seeds for a very long time, and now they're sprouting. And you know, the great thing about sprouts is they contain all the goodness, all the benefits, everything. They're so much better than the whole product. It's like a wheat sprout, this grass sprout, so much better than a whole ear of wheat. This is where you are right now. This is the joy of green, the joy of new things, the joy of sprouting. So everything around you now, there's opportunities to do different things, to move in different directions, and to have whole piles of things sprouting forward for you. And this is about allowing it. It's about, hey, look, these were the dark times. It's about, let's not keep going back there. Let's keep this doorway open. Let's let a bit of sunshine in here so these new sprouts can grow, can develop, can get there. And that will about do us for now. Honest to God, I will try to get back to you guys so much sooner than I did last time.